Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to show you how to set up this workflow and how to deploy it on n8n. Our workflow is actually capable of coming up with an original idea. It can also create a high-resolution video and even share it on social networks. That's what this workflow does. So to get started, we'll need our documentation. So here is the documentation that will give you access to all the codes and all the information we'll be using in the course, as well as access to our Google Sheets. This is the file you'll need to copy. So in the course, we'll run it, we'll also understand how it works, and especially how to connect the different nodes. The first step is to come up with an original idea. So you'll see that here, I'm calling on an agent. In this agent, I'm going to enter a prompt where I'll ask it to find me an original idea. Of course, you can adapt this prompt to suit your needs. It all depends on the type of video you want to create. The most important thing is that this agent will simply give me this JSON file as output. Here, we'll find that it provides the description, gives me the idea, tells me the setting where we'll carry out this idea, and even suggests music to accompany the video. It will give me several options, and of course, I'll set the status as in production. So, for this agent, I connect it to GPT-5, which is currently the fastest model available on the market. Of course, I'll need to create a connection between n8n and the agent, which is actually the LLM ChatGPT-5. Here, it's a simple connection I make with OpenAI, and you'll see there's always a bit of documentation here. When you click, it will show you all the steps you need to follow to successfully create an OpenAI account, along with the key that will help us set up our connection. Here, you just need to go to the dashboard and you'll see that in the dashboard you have the option to create your API. So when I click here, I can simply request an API here. So this API, once I create it, I will use it by copying it and simply pasting it here in this connection. And as a result, I will have a connection between n8n and OpenAI. So here, if I run the system, its job will be to find interesting and innovative ideas for me that are compatible with my prompt, with my request. These ideas, I will then simply turn them into scenarios. And there you go, the system has just created the ID. So here I have my ID, and it will be very useful to copy this information into my Google Sheets file. You'll see that here the system will create a new row for me where I can enter all the information and keep a complete history of it. So the Google Sheets file here will contain several columns. So here we have the ID, actually we have the ID, the description and the status, whether it's in production or not. Here the prompt environment. Now we're actually going to execute this idea, the suggested music. Here we'll keep the URL of the final video that will be generated with n8n. So you'll see that for this information, in order to connect and save it, I'll need to create a connection between Google Sheets and n8n. And to do that, you'll see that here, as always, there's very good documentation, which will show us how to actually retrieve the client secret and the client ID. So these are the two essential pieces of information for the system here to connect properly. And what I did for you is to actually give you the steps in a much simpler way. Here in the documentation, you'll see that I've included a YouTube video where I show you step by step how to connect all Google products. So once you connect Google Sheets and n8n, you'll notice here that when I run this particular task, what will happen is that the system will create a new row right here. So if I scroll down, here it is. This is the row that has just been created. So for this row, all that's missing actually is that I need the final URL of the video. That's why I need to call on another agent. And this time, this agent will work on what's called the scenario. It will create a scenario for me so that I can actually produce this video. I'm now going to run this agent to ask it to create 10 scenarios for me based on the idea. So here, I'm executing it. So the system here is calling on a creative node to really get scenarios with creativity. And I'm waiting for it to send me here the structure to get the desired scenarios. So let's click to see. There you go. So here it has created several scenes for me. So each of these scenes is a scenario to be able to create 3 separate videos. And afterwards, these 3 videos will simply be merged, obviously with music, to create a final video of very high quality. The most important part of this workflow is the video creation stage. So you'll see that in this step, we're simply going to use a tool called Seedance. It's an API that allows you to create a video from a prompt. So the first node is a node here that we're going to execute. Actually, this one will just separate, let's say, the 3 items, so the 3 pieces of information, the 3 scenarios. So it will send them back in this way so that I can simply create 3 separate videos. And you'll see that here, I'm actually going to use what's called wave speed. So wave speed is simply a website that allows you to use the Seedance API. Now, as you'll see in the documentation, you'll actually find all the information about this, and you'll need to create what's called your API key. To create it, it's simple. So go to wavespeed.ai. On this website, you'll see there's a section called API keys, and there you'll simply create your key. Once the key is created, you'll actually need that key. Now, the key is simple. Here in the system, when I set up my credential, I'll paste my API key here, so my code. Now here, you just need to be very careful. The code must be copied in this exact way. You need to add this word with a space, and then you put your key. So you really have to follow this format. Once the format is set, the connection will be correct, and the system, of course, will take some information here. This is a bit like the format of the video that I will have, the duration, and also it will receive as input the details of the video, whether it's the ID, the description, or even the environment. This code, of course, is available here in the documentation, which you can simply copy. You just need to run it. You'll see that the system will send the request to Wavedance, and at that point, of course, I'll need to wait a little while for the video to be created. So once the system says the video has been created, I can simply proceed to download my video. On my WaveSpeed dashboard, if I scroll down here, I see that the 3 videos have just been created. So quite simply here, the system has set a waiting time. Here we've set it to 4 minutes. So I can simply ask it to move to the next step so I can download these videos. So if I click on open, right here, I have 3 videos that have been created. Now the goal is to try to create an original piece of music and add it to these 3 videos. After that, we'll try to merge them and have a final video with the 3 scenarios and the music. So now we'll move on to the next step, which is creating an original piece of music. Step number 2 is to create music. So we'll actually need this API here called Audio. It takes a video as input, and as output, it gives me the video with audio. So to use it, we'll actually need to create an account on the file website. Here, we'll actually need to retrieve our key. Getting the key is very simple. So I go back to the file website here and I simply create an account. And here, in the API key section, I'm just going to simply create my key. So once I've actually created the key, by clicking here on Create Key, you'll see that I'll actually need to add this word along with the key space, and simply put it here in my connection with n8n. So you'll see that here you shouldn't just copy the key. You really need to combine it with key space for the system here to work properly. So once that's done, I'll just need to click right here to run it. You'll see that it will simply and automatically create a specific piece of music for each one of the videos. So of course all 3 are currently in progress, which is completely normal. That's why here in the system we've set up a waiting time of 4 minutes. We wait for the music generation to be completed. So now we can start the timer. And so here, the system has actually created 3 pieces of music for the 3 videos here. So all that's left to do is for me to simply retrieve the 3 videos. So now I'm going to run. So the 3 links are right here, ready to be downloaded. Obviously all that's left to do is to merge the 3 videos to get a final video. So the next step was simply to bring these 3 videos together and merge them into a single video. So I'm going to look for this API. This will allow me to stitch the different videos together. It takes as input several video URLs, and as output it gives a single URL. That's why I'm simply going to keep using this extension. So here we're just going to try to group the 3 URLs together like this, as if we're sending a single item containing all 3 pieces of information. And the system here, thanks to Phil, will execute them to simply perform the merging. So as a result, it takes a few minutes. That's why I'm actually going to send and start a 3-minute wait time while the final video is being prepared. The final video is ready. So now, of course, I can download it. So what I'm going to do is run this step, which actually lets me retrieve the video. And of course, I'm going to save it. So we'll need to save the URL in my Google Sheets file. Let's try to check the result together. The final step is simply to publish the video we've created on all social media platforms. That's why here I'm going to use, in fact, the extension called Blotato block is also an extension that allows me to connect my social networks just once, so I can do it with Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Blotato Sky, and YouTube. Once I make the connection, you'll see it's very simple. I come here, I can search for Blotato here, and there you go, I find the extension. It's a verified extension on n8n. I click here, and then it gives me two actions. Either I upload the photo or the video, because here I would need to send my photo or my video, which was generated by artificial intelligence on the Blotato server. And afterwards, the post creation, as you can see here, I can actually create several on a network. So what I recommend, of course, is that you can simply select them, you can deactivate them, and you will only activate the networks you work with. So here you click on deactivate. For example, for me, I only work with YouTube, so I click here and simply activate YouTube. So first we see here that I need to go to the documentation to see what I have to do. You just need to create an account on Blocker. And as you will see, there is a complete documentation and you just need to configure it, starting with the first step. To request Blocker to handle everything, you just need to create the video. So I put the video here and simply tell it what to do. The operation is uploading. So what it will do is send this entire video to the Blotato server, and this only takes a few seconds. So here we are. This is a new link on the Blotato website. Next, when I perform an action, which is to post here, I request to post. You just need to choose your platform here. Of course, all these platforms need to already be connected here. That's why it's very important to start by connecting the networks. Once you give Blotato permission to post on these networks, you'll see that as soon as you select a network, for example here, if I choose YouTube, you just need to select your page because you have the option to select multiple pages, to connect several pages, and that's what's really powerful about Blotato. With just one account, you can add a very large number of pages or profiles on social networks, and that's what's really interesting. Next, it asks me to enter the description I want to share, the URL, and the title. And here I have a very important option. I can specify whether I want it to be public, private, or unpublished. So, people is indeed in the East. So, as a result, when it sends it to the network, it will respect that. Actually, with this request, there's also the option to publish immediately or schedule it. In fact, you can set the date and time for your next publication. So this too is a very important option so that I can schedule my posts. And so imagine that now I want to send this video to YouTube. I just need to click on run when you see it. So here it tells me that it has been sent. If I want to go to Blotato, I just need to click here on view posts and I'll see and find it. There you go, the system has just published it as a video, so I can simply click to preview and watch this video, and indeed, the video is there. It's there actually, it's currently being reviewed, and the system, so it's currently uploading it, and what's really interesting is that it gets sent directly to my channel, and that's actually the strength of auto-publishing. So exactly when I do this here, I can of course select one of these networks. For example, if I want it to be on TikTok, I just do the same thing. I just need to activate it. Once it's activated, of course, I tell it whether I want to post it as a post. On which platform? Here, we've selected TikTok. This is my account. And of course, this is the text, and this is actually the video that I want to send. You'll see that the system, if I connected several accounts, I can switch from one account to another like I did here. And of course, I can tell it whether I want it to be public or not. There are a lot of options that actually depend on the platform you've selected. So if I choose this platform, it's the same thing. I just execute it here. You'll see that it's the same thing, the system. It will actually ask to block everything, to move on to the next step, to send the video now to TikTok. And as soon as I refresh, there you go, I see that the video is there. Of course, I can click here to watch it. So here is the video that has just been published on TikTok. We simply need to send an update to our Google Sheets file. Here, this will obviously allow me to notify the system and say, there you go. So the information has been processed and the post has also been published. So here on Google Sheets, it's published, and of course, I have the URL. We have finished deploying our workflow. You still have the option to customize the prompt. You also have the documentation, which will help you properly update this workflow. With that, I want to thank you very much and see you next time.